We all have that one deep-seated fear. The job is gone, the relationship is over, the bank account hits absolute zero. In these moments, it's hard to see past the devastation. But Vedic astrology suggests these endings are often deceptive. The mechanics of the life reset are governed by Punarvasu Nakshatra. Punar translates to repeating or redoing, while Vasu refers to prosperity or an excellent state of being. Its literal name describes a return of light and wealth. Lord Rama's life provides the template for this energy, as his moon was positioned in Punarvasu at birth. He endured a 14-year exile, a grueling war, and the loss of his wife, Sita. He eventually orchestrated a complete return to Ayodhya, reclaiming his kingdom and his family. Rama's weapon of choice, the Akshaya Tunira, serves as the primary symbol here. It was an endless quiver of arrows. In practical terms, this manifests in Punarvasu natives as a limitless supply of Plan Bs. They simply do not run out of solutions when a crisis hits. The nakshatra's second symbol is the female cat. A cat's spine flexes midair to ensure it lands on its feet after a fall. This flexibility allows Punarvasu natives to absorb the impact of a crash and immediately reorient themselves. Combining these symbols reveals the underlying logic of the nakshatra. For these individuals, a loss acts as the tension on the bowstring. It is the specific pressure required to launch a recovery. The force driving these recoveries is the presiding deity Aditi. Mentioned throughout the Rig Veda, her name means limitless. As the mother of the gods, she provides a boundaryless nurturing energy, dedicated to bringing her children back to safety regardless of the odds. Mythologically, the gods once lost everything when the demon king Bali conquered all three realms. Stripped of their power and their homes, they turned to Aditi, who performed intense penance to find a way to restore the balance. Lord Vishnu responded by incarnating as her son, the Vamana avatar. He appeared as a deceptively small, modest boy and approached King Bali with a humble request: just 3 steps of land. Once the deal was struck, the small boy expanded to a cosmic scale. With his first step, he reclaimed the earth. With his second, he took the heavens. With the third, he banished Bali to the underworld, effectively restoring the kingdom of the gods. This is the core strategy of a Punarvasu native. They often start small and appear unassuming to their competitors, while harboring the capability to expand and reclaim total control when the timing is right. Astrologically, this energy bridges 2 signs. The Gemini side provides Mercury's intellect and trading skills, while the Cancer side brings in the moon's emotional depth. Jupiter rules this entire span, directing those thoughts and emotions with a sense of purpose and faith. This planetary combination allows a native to navigate complex material traits while maintaining a strong internal moral compass. This makes them natural fits for real estate and hospitality. Donald Trump, for instance, has prominent Punarvasu placements. His career reflects the extreme cycles of the nakshatra: rapid wealth accumulation, followed by high-profile bankruptcies and subsequent recoveries. When combined with Jupiter's wisdom, the energy facilitates massive wealth expansion. Warren Buffett's chart uses this same quiet, analytical depth to manage financial reach on a global scale. These natives follow the RRR principle: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Their lives often swing from rags to riches and back again, treating resources as something to be constantly repurposed rather than simply accumulated. This cycle is mirrored in the story of Lord Rama's ring. When Hanuman found a mountain of identical rings in the river, he learned that Rama jogs a ring in every cycle of creation. It is a recurring event in parallel universes. For these individuals, ruin marks a specific phase in the recycling process. Just as the ring drops in every cycle, the Punarvasu path requires things to be lost so they can be rebuilt in a better form. However, this cycle of rebuilding creates internal pressure. Afflicted Punarvasu energy can lead to chronic overthinking and physical tells like nail biting. The memory of past losses creates a persistent fear that prevents them from taking necessary risks. Hope can also become a trap. A native might stay in a toxic relationship for years, convinced that their partner will eventually bounce back to an idealized version of themselves. They wait for a restoration that the other person isn't capable of achieving. Mismanaged energy also surfaces in the myth of Aditi and deity. Aditi's suspicion of her sister led her to order the destruction of Diti's womb, illustrating how this nakshatra's protective drive can turn into intense sibling rivalry or internal sabotage. When hope is detached from action, the nakshatra's power of return stalls. It becomes a repetitive loop of waiting rather than an active process of rebuilding. The specific quarter, or pada, provides the path forward. Pada 1 is influenced by Aries and Mars. Here, the challenge is overcoming stinginess and anger. The remedy is dasvand, giving 10% of one's income to the public to keep the energy of wealth moving. Pada 2 moves into Taurus and Venus. The trap here is exploiting others' resources. To maintain karmic balance, these natives must pay for every service they receive. Free consultations or favors can lead to significant setbacks later. Pada 3 is in Gemini, ruled by Mercury. This position creates a sharp, gain-focused mind, but it can lead to extreme selfishness. The focus must be on ethical business rather than prioritizing personal profit at any cost. Pada 4 is in Cancer, the moon sign. This is the ultimate nurturing position. While these natives can heal others, they must offer emotional support selflessly. Turning empathy into a commercial profession often compromises their own emotional stability. This timeline shows a recurring pattern across all padas. The first attempt frequently ends in a setback. It serves as a calibration phase. Significant success is weighted toward the second or third try, after the native has refined their approach. The previous nakshatra, Ardra, is the storm that destroys. Punarvasu is the quiet morning that follows. It is the fertile soil and the peace that arrives only after the turbulence has passed. This nakshatra provides a stabilization system for the life path. It ensures that even when tragedy strikes, the structure of the energy eventually forces a return to prosperity. In the world of Punarvasu, the light always finds its way back.